Action in all high schools and will be shortly all middle schools. Very proud of the data.
Safety is improving for JCPS students, according to their superintendent, speaking about installed metal detectors. It's our top story here on the Night Team. Thanks for joining us. I'm Connie Leonard. Superintendent Marty Polio told us today the number of guns in schools has gone down drastically, thanks in part to metal detectors, saying only 3 guns have been confiscated this year compared to almost 30 2 years ago. Clarice Shaley and photojournalist Levi Hammer spoke to parents who say the district is taking on the brunt of a bigger issue.
On the eve of the Christmas holidays in Paristown, the last thing on vacationing students' minds is metal detectors.
It's a lot of extra work for her in the morning.
But guns in public schools are on the minds of Jefferson County parents.
That being said, I certainly want her to be as safe as possible.
According to outgoing Superintendent Marty Polio, students are safer. 2 years ago, the district confiscated 29 handguns in schools. Now, with weapon detectors, just 3 guns so far this school year.
It's a reality.
The threat of weapons in JCPS schools is here.
But weapons detection has really been successful in minimizing that in our schools, so really proud of that work.
As her daughter ice skates, it's a thought that slightly eases the mind of Chris Hendren.
And I'm sure the metal detectors are not 100%, so it's not that there's no concern now, but I do think some action is better than no action.
Questions about the safety of your kids in Jefferson County schools.
Guns in JCPS making headlines for years now.
We can't expect the kids to be the adults in the situation. They should have to watch out for each other to see if they're, somebody's doing something wrong.
Louisville attorney Shannon Favre, with other concerned parents, helped start the push for metal detectors in the schools.
It would be better if we didn't need this, if the guns weren't coming to school, but a lot of times the kids feel like they need it because they don't feel safe. And so they bring it to protect themselves, not to hurt somebody else. But either way, we don't need the guns in the schools.
Metal detectors are only just a Band-Aid on the problem that we have in the United States.
The solution may be much bigger than installing these detectors in schools.
We have a mental health problem that is not being attended to, and we also have an access to weapons problem that we're not addressing as thoroughly as we should be. So if you're going to solve the bottom of the iceberg problem, then you've got to solve those problems.
All high schools have weapon detectors installed, and all middle schools will have them soon too. In Louisville, Clarice Shaley, WHAS 11 Night Team, on your side.
And in a WHAS 11 News report this past October, 11 weapons were detected by the district system. Most were knives, 2 stun guns, and 2 guns. Polio also highlighted the decrease in chronic absenteeism across JCPS. This has been one of the biggest initiatives he's had. Children who miss 10% or about 2 days a month are considered chronically absent. This year, a new bill means those children's cases will be turned over to the county attorney's office and could come with a court date for parents if a child misses too much school. In Kentucky, nearly 1 in 3 kids are chronically absent, but Polio said today new numbers show 1,500 to 2,000 kids are no longer facing that issue. It's about a 5% decrease from the year before. He says the change has resulted in bumps with test scores compared to this same time last year. That's when nearly 25% of JCPS students missed 15 or more days of school for unexcused absences.